Hey Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm gonna pull some cards. We're gonna do a love reading today, see what wants to come out. I hope you guys are having a good day. If this does resonate with you, like, share and subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. See what wants to come out. Present energy. Okay, love reading, guys. I was thinking this could be some kind of fairy tale kind of reading, but first card out, Three of Swords. I thought, let me do some love reads today. Let me boost my mood. Let's tap into something different. Three of Swords. Heartbreak. Queen of Cups. It's going to help for you to stay in your heart space as much as you can. It feels like doing things that really light up your inner child at this time. Doing things for you. Not necessarily looking for a logical reason. More moving from that place of feeling what feels good. It feels like there's an opportunity for you to open your heart to new love, to have something new. But it feels like that there's something you need to do. That it's not a case of that you need to change, but it's a case that you need to be open to this. It feels like something could have really closed your heart down. You're either grieving from some past heartbreak, or it could have just happened. It feels like the energy is still very strong, regardless of how long ago that some hurt was caused. There's something fresh coming in, something new. It feels like there's a past energy here. It's a very controlling energy. It feels like you could have fought to make yourself heard in certain situations. It feels possessive. Could have kept you in some kind of lack. Feeling drained. Putting someone's needs before your own. Some of you, it's like you had to break your own heart and walk away from a situation that you didn't actually want to end. Feels like there's been huge acceptance. It's like a feeling of forgiveness. You've had to forgive many things. Forgive yourself for not choosing something better for yourself. It's a realization that you could have only done what you knew. Like, when you know better, you can do better. There's something you didn't see. It's not like the lesson's been learned. You wouldn't put up with something again that you once did. There's a very playful energy coming in. It feels like this person's going to soothe you in some way. It feels like instant anxiety relief. Somebody's very grounded. Reminds you to stay in your own energy. It feels like this person celebrates you, wants to have fun with you. It's like this person wants to grow something with you or create something with you. You could have similar gifts, similar talents. Or maybe it's like you have different talents, but they support each other in some way. Maybe you're running a business and you need both of these different qualities that you have. There's something about when you both come together that magic happens, that you're able to create from a different level. It's very empowering. Yeah, there's a whole lot that's needed to change in order for this to come in. It feels like everything you once knew is now changing. But it's like you're getting yourself back. It feels like you are in a position where you'd quite happily sacrifice anything material in order to have yourself. Moving from a place of doing what feels good, not what looks good. It's like that's going to help you when it comes to this person. It feels like when you're choosing love, you're like the love that you're going to accept, that is coming from a different place of decision making. Maybe you was drawn to somebody based on looks or based on something that was programmed generationally, but it didn't actually serve you. Feels like you really know yourself now, that self-trust, that confidence. You know what you want, you know what you like, you know what you need. It feels like you can't get something wrong now, because you know what doesn't feel true to you. You could be traveling with this person. It does feel like a whirlwind kind of energy. It's spontaneous, it's fun. It feels like if you're somebody that's used to a schedule or very like strategic, something being planned, it feels like you could have found some safety, some control in this. Maybe that's how your past person was, or somebody from the past. You had to do things at a certain time, be at places at a certain time, plan things in advance. It feels like there could have been some comfort in feeling safe in this schedule, in this control, kind of like that empath, narcissist kind of energy. Maybe not that deep, but that kind of thing. But it feels like this thing that you thought you enjoyed, it actually wasn't enjoyable. It was more like some kind of survival mode or trauma bond. You're about to have a lot of fun. It feels like you're being asked not to take yourself too seriously. Let yourself have fun, let your hair down, enjoy something. Because it feels like you could have tried to make things a certain way, or wanted things to be a certain way. Or maybe you was more worried about how things looked to others in the past. Wanting to look like something's set up in a certain way, or maybe you're with somebody that looks a certain way, or is a certain way, has a certain thing, whatever it is. It feels like this is completely changed. Like your type's completely changed, because it feels like that wasn't a type, it was more of a fashion or a programming. The moon. It's a very romantic, nurturing energy. It's very passionate. It feels like you're going to have a lot of fun with this person, traveling with this person. It's going to feel like something about an old self, either feeling like you once did, bringing back that inner child joy, or really amplifying that. It feels like you're not going to have fun like you're about to have fun with this person for a long time, maybe not at all, like if ever. And it feels like this is rooted in appreciation. Yeah, the Fool. This is new, liberating, fun. It feels like certain energies from the past aren't going to like this. If you feel like certain energies are leaving your life right now, it's like, be mindful. Because it's like you could be entertaining certain people because it feels like it's safe to do so. But it's like, ask yourself, if you already had this relationship, this family, this foundation, this whatever it is, would you still be entertaining these people, these places, or these things? Or would you let them into your family, your community, your unit? Is there something you're entertaining in the meantime? Just to, yeah, like that in-between time, filling up your time because you're in between worlds right now. Because it feels like you're being maybe isolated, or just having to set boundaries with certain things, because you can feel something's coming in. You may not have met this person yet. It doesn't feel like you have met this person yet. It feels like you feel at a loss. Logically, you feel like things are going wrong. You feel at a loss, but it's like this pull, this feeling, this intuitive hunch that you know something bigger's going on. It feels like being depressed or being frustrated, being stressed. And then that feeling, like when you're overthinking or in your mind, but when you drop into your body, it's like a warming feeling. Like knowing something's coming. Like a child the night before their birthday, or before Christmas, or whatever it is. Excited. That suspense, the Emperor. This is going to knock you off your feet. It feels like you know something's coming in. You've been prepared for this. This person has their shit together. And it feels like in all areas. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally. How you see yourself. Emotionally unavailable. Slightly codependent. A little vulnerable. And clinging onto your cup. It's like, you can't have my cup. It's like someone coming in trying to speak to you, and it's like, not today. You could be coming off a little standoffish. It feels like, be mindful that there's not some guard up out of fear. It's like, can someone even come in? Because someone's about to come in. You could feel like you're being slowed down, justice in your favour, because it's like things are being balanced out. It feels like your thoughts could have really taken over, some kind of heartbreak, some kind of negative thinking. But when you really drop into your breath, it feels like in your own energy that you can feel how you're actually feeling. It feels like a lot of these feelings are not yours to carry. Projections from others, absorbing others' energies. But really, it's like, if you was to step away from the things that are being forced out of your life, if you was just to let that go, it feels like cutting cords with certain individuals or setting boundaries with them in some way. Which really is cutting cords. Cutting cords doesn't mean never seeing someone again. Same as setting boundaries. Of course, if boundaries are continuously overstepped, that can be part of the boundary. If you set a boundary and it's not being respected, then maybe you'll have no option but to step away from something. But it feels like letting things go right now. Letting what wants to fall away. Because some of you, it's like clinging on to the old, but it's delaying this new relationship. You could be moving in with this person, laying foundations with this person. Yeah, external influences, the world, end of a karmic cycle, something's over, fresh new beginning, renewal in love. Feels like this relationship coming in isn't like anything you've experienced before. Feels like you've prepared yourself for this, whether you've known that or whether this has been unconsciously. Certain changes that have taken place, even this heartbreak. It feels like you're a different person to where you stood. Maybe months, maybe years. Like, feels like there's been rapid changes. Some of you, it's like you're defensive. You wouldn't admit you want something maybe it's like maybe you're non-emotional or don't really show emotion, but you're actually a romantic, or there is something that you desire. It feels like no one would know this, it feels like a very logical energy, getting on with work, doing what you need to do. It's like you're too busy for love. You wouldn't even think about it. You're not entertaining things. It feels like you don't seem to be easily moved by people or flattered. But it feels like it's not entirely the case. That there's something here where it's like, it's a choice to be that way because it protects you. It feels like you've realised this. You've seen how you're keeping yourself from having what you deserve. That you're about to make this decision, to open up, to be vulnerable. It's like just really accepting the things you like. I'm seeing this huge man with all the muscles, like can't move, and it's like people are like scared of this guy because he's so big and he looks a certain way, the stereotypically heavy masculine, and really he just likes to go to the field and skip around with his little fluffy dog in his pink jumper and talk to squirrels. And it's like, it feels like if you've been brought up your whole life saying that you have to be a certain way, whether it is that man's man kind of energy or that old school idea of what masculine should be, that unhealthy masculine energy, that you have to live up to some kind of thing, and it's just like, F it, put on that pink jumper, go skip around with your fluffy dog. And if that's how it feels, it's like there's something that has been the way that you are because it's a way that feels like home, a way that feels safe, but it's not really you. It feels like you're letting your guard down, you're freeing yourself, you're taking the risk, putting yourself out there. It feels like this makes you feel extremely vulnerable. However, the outcome is the Death card. Huge transformation, making better decisions, making braver decisions. It feels like it's taking a lot of courage to walk yourself out of this dissatisfied place. And the dissatisfaction's coming from feeling like you're always at a loss because there's a lack of fulfillment, and the lack of fulfillment stemming from not being your true authentic self, being as loud, as big, as making, as like taking up as much space as you feel called to. The Death card. Didn't I just spit the deck? Didn't I take that out? Okay, well that's definitely the outcome there. Transformation, King of Wands. Okay. Yeah, the Lovers. This is Matt. The Emperor, the Lovers, and the Death card, the Moon. Strength. Major arcana on this shit, guys. Ace of Wands. Fall on the back of the deck. Let's jump into their energy, see what's happening. This person's worked very hard to get where they are, to have what they have. Feels like they're very wise. They've taken all the actions themselves. It's like ducking and diving, trial and error. Feels like mastermind energy. Somebody's mastered the physical. Feels like this person's not scared to take risks. Does things in a very playful way. Feels like this person's seen what they want for their life at an early point, or it's like they've been working on something for a while. Page of Pentacles, the Sun, the Hierophant. It's a very committed energy, the Fool. It feels like a lot of drive. This person could be it's kind of like a hyper energy, passionate, driven, fiery, knows what they want. Committed, can't be distracted. Feels like this person wants something for the long term, like they've been preparing, like they've already laid foundations for themselves, for theirs, for their family, making certain steps for the long term, investing with the intention of creating something with some stability. Eight of Wands, celebration. Feels a very exciting energy. Feels like this person works hard, plays hard. The Fool. Do you want to give me a different card to the card you showed me when I split the deck? I'm trying to give me a bad point of this person, guys. What is this? The Emperor, the Sun, the Moon, the Fool, the King of Pentacles, Four of Swords. This is like divinely sent. This feels like something you've asked for, soulmate energy, something that can last, has the potential to last a lifetime. Feels like running the physical, maybe owning a business together, or running something that's bigger than yourself in the physical. It's like this person knows both sides of the coin. They've been stuck, they've been unstuck, they've been in loss, they've been in lack, they've been drenched in abundance. It's like this could lead to marriage. It feels like you've both had a very heavy past, overcoming certain obstacles. Maybe you've overcome obstacles in your life that no one can relate to. It feels like you're going to be surprised when you meet this person. It feels like meeting a best friend or sitting and having a conversation with yourself almost. That there's going to be certain similarities that you can't explain or that leave you like bamboozled, that kind of energy. There's somebody from your past. There's somebody from the past Stop, guys. There's somebody from the past. You could have a past loved one that's literally, it's like being directed. Something's being directed to you. It's like approval from somebody from the past. It could be someone that's left this life, past loved one. It feels like there's going to be some sign that comes in with this that could not be related to the person coming in, but could be related to somebody you know or somebody you once knew. It feels like it's going to trigger emotion. You could break down because it feels like some kind of reassurance, confirmation that you're really out of something, that you're not going to experience something that you once experienced. The Lovers, Six of Cups, Six of Wands, Knight of Cups. I'm smiling because I was chatting to my girl Lucy in the Sky Tarot. Hello, my friend. And we were just talking about love. And I said something about how I'm still living in the days of the caveman and I'm waiting to hear the sound of hooves outside the front, like waiting for the horse, the man on the horse to turn up. And how I see a post that Butch Tarot wrote, because we both follow him, and it was like, if you're waiting for a cowboy on a white horse, like don't settle, basically, something like that. All I'm saying, guys, all I'm saying, it feels like there's something you've always dreamed of. It feels like it could be inner child kind of dream, maybe not the horse, guys, yeah, but there's something like someone you've always, or something you've always had this dream. It does slightly feel like some kind of fantasy, but this is very real. It's like, don't deceive yourself. Anything's possible. Like, don't settle because you think what you want doesn't exist. There is something here that does exist, something coming in, and it feels like it's gonna send you back to this place. It's like there's a time that you dreamt of this and now it's actually here, and it feels like it's very contrasting to something, to other situations that you've gone through. Queen of Wands. So obviously the horse is a drastic explanation, but as another example, maybe you work at a certain time and you want somebody that works at stupid hours, because, or like that works at night, or you're on a different schedule. I say stupid hours, what hour is stupid? No hour is stupid, but you know, in certain 9 to 5 people's heads, maybe it's like that. And then somebody comes in that just works that. Or maybe you've always wanted someone that has a certain talent or that enjoys a certain hobby, so you can enjoy that with them. Maybe you haven't found that. Maybe it's someone that expresses themselves a certain way. Maybe it is something physical. Whatever it is. There's something that you'd laugh at yourself. It feels like almost laughing at yourself. Kind of like the horse thing. That, oh yeah, this, if you actually could write down what you want with no limitations, what would you actually write? And it feels like something like that's about to arrive in the physical. 9 of Pentacles. Be ready. Be ready, guys. Got all your resources ready. It feels like you could literally have been so prepared for this. And some of you, it's like you don't even realise, because it doesn't feel like you've been prepared through love situations. It feels like other situations you could have been really expressing yourself, learning how to ground, stay in the present moment, setting boundaries with people, situations popping up to remind you what you will settle for, what you won't settle for, showing you what you actually enjoy, what you don't enjoy, what you will accept and what you won't accept. It feels like you could have been brought out a celebration in the past. Maybe you wanted to have fun doing a certain thing, but somebody didn't rock with that, and then it's like, oh, you felt like you was having a relationship by yourself in some way. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting a different message than I ever got through with this card, but let's see. Guys, this is heated. Somebody's coming in. As I say that, this is heated. The Emperor. I don't even know how to say this, especially the way it's coming through to me, because this is YouTube. Somebody's very attentive. Somebody's very attentive. Somebody's very patient. Will take their time. Be nurturing. Be caring. It feels like wanting you to feel your best. That they actually enjoy having you feel your best. It feels like this is an energy that runs both ways. That there's a lot of love to give. It's like you have a lot of love to give once you open your heart. It feels like it's only hurting you to not be giving that, to stay closed off in some way. It's a very passionate energy. It feels like this person's love language could be like physical touch. This person is emotionally, mentally, physically together. But it feels like somebody's very hands-on, very affectionate. The High Priestess, the World, the Emperor, the High Priestess, the Magician, the Lovers, the Sun, the Fool. Yeah, this could definitely lead to family. It feels like you could have dreamt of this person. It feels like you know you need to be ready for this, or you can feel intuitively that you need to be ready for this. The Hierophant on the High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles. Finding balance, finding balance. It's like be scared but do it anyway. Changes need to take place. It might not feel comfortable at first. You may have to find your feet. But don't have expectations of yourself. It's like know yourself, but don't. Some of you could have cappy placements. It feels like almost like having a checklist, like a book, how to be the perfect man, how to be the perfect woman, how to be the perfect housewife, how to be the perfect girlfriend, how to be the perfect whatever it is, swinger, whatever it is. It's just like let go. You are perfect. You are enough as you are. Not trying to force things to happen. Or you could feel like you need to over explain yourself, over express something. It's like getting a contract in order before you step into something. Alright, like you just need to let this person know about every single flaw you have, okay? You just need to let this person know about every way you're going to ruin this relationship, or every possible thing that could go wrong. Start as you mean to go on. There's no need to channel fear into this. And it feels like the fears that you'd have, it's not even going to be a thing. Try and keep an open mind, stay grounded. If you feel those feelings come up, maybe journal about them. Because it's that thing of what I said at the beginning with the thoughts. That when you're in your own energy, your own vibration, you're in your heart space, feels like there's really nothing wrong. It's only once, maybe something from the past that's triggering some kind of overthinking. Feels like just being aware of that is enough. Reprogramming something, meditation would be great. I haven't meditated for so long, honestly, fell so far off. My sister said to me yesterday, she's like, I've got the best new meditation. She was like, I really couldn't bear it to meditate, but my friend sent me it and it actually helped. Should I send it to you? And I was literally like, fuck meditation. Fuck off. Just go away. But oh my gosh, I have to. Because the difference that it makes, it's like living in two different lives. Meditating and not meditating is like living in bliss or living in hell. For real. It's like I did so much meditation, so much subconscious reprogramming that I was living my best life every day regardless of what was going on, because I was just feeling on top of the world. And then feeling on top of the world, it's like, oh, there's no need to meditate, or oh, I'll give it a miss, or I'm feeling good today. No. Maybe there's something there about that. Maybe there's something there about that. Okay, so you could have spent some time alone. You could have had a lot of tests, had some kind of obstacle. It feels like you've gone through a lifestyle shift. That something was an effort, and maybe a conscious effort as to where you didn't have the time, or you wasn't available for love. But bringing something in while you was trying to shift. It feels like you've gone from attracting one thing to attracting a different thing, and there's been some delay because something had to become a lifestyle or become it's almost like registering and confirming to yourself that something's over. It feels like there needed to be a period of time, or something needed to shift, something needed to transmute, there needed to be some forgiveness, so that when this came in, that you was ready for it, that you was aware of some kind of self-sabotage. Eight of Swords. There was something you couldn't see clearly, now you can. And now you're aware of it, you can master it. It's not about being perfect, it's not about having something completely sorted or healed or whatever it is, or it's like, have compassion for your humanness. No one's asking you to be perfect, but it feels like the awareness is enough. It's not about you can't make a mistake. Because some of you, it's like fear of making a mistake could stop you moving forward, fear of something or getting hurt, fear of heartbreak. But it's like you're breaking your own heart whilst not opening it, because it's like staying in that heartbreak permanently. And sometimes it feels like that. It feels better to stay in the pain than to come out of it and fall back into it, because it feels like a sense of control. Like sometimes it's easier to stay down, to give up, to surrender, to not lift yourself back up and keep getting knocked down and having to get back up. But it feels like staying shut off, it's like, how long are you going to give yourself permission to let that carry on for? Because it's going to come with a decision. Like you could stay in that place with your heart closed down forever, missing out on some kind of opportunity, on the love you truly deserve, the love you truly desire. Or it's like you can open your heart and have faith, trust and have faith. Aquarius, the High Priestess. Trust in your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.